The Wynberg Magistrate's Family Court is often the scene of anguish due to the severity of the cases being heard inside. For children who are called to testify in cases involving ugly custody battles, their ordeal is heightened in the children's waiting room before they even testify in court.
When I was younger, it was a scary, terrifying time and place, and to be honest, the situation of being in court and it didn't really help. And I didn't realize until recently that this is kind of the contributing factor of why this came about and why I was so subconsciously motivated to do this.
India Friedman is a final year law student at Stellenbosch University. She has channeled the trauma of her childhood experience in this court into a pioneering project and transformed the once drab, uninviting children's waiting room into a fun, welcoming and child-friendly space.
It was really beautiful, and it was never one person doing one thing or another. It was everyone had their little portion, and then it was just a perfect representation of a little bit goes a long way, and it really doesn't take that much to make a child happy.
Launched in March and completed in September, the project was funded by Art for Action, an NGO supporting student creative projects. Design Time, an interior design school, assisted, as well as artists, carpenters, a team of volunteers and members of the legal fraternity.
By virtue of being a lawyer and interested a lot in the issues of justice, when a friend reached out to me and told me about India's project and how it was going to impact upon the rights of children, that activated in me my responsibility as a lawyer to stand up and do something which would help every little child, because children are at the best of times the most victimized when there are disputes between parents.
The room was so broken that it was actually panic-inducing, and it just really hit a chord for me because I've experienced the courts and I'm aware of the issues around justice and children. Also just meeting India and her passion for this particular subject is so personal to her.
There are 737 children's courts in South Africa's magistrates' courts. The caseloads are immense, with as many as 20 cases per day being heard by each of the 4 magistrates in the Wynberg Family Court alone.
We've seen a high rise of children who are in need of care and protection, where the parents or the caregivers have passed away as a result of COVID. Also as a result of the socio-economic circumstances, where the loss of jobs of people, also as a result of substance abuse. Our children should not be carrying the load of the parents. Their shoulders are not meant for that. Through that project, we have toys, we have books, we have a library outside where the children can read, they can play and be children. By the time they come to the court, to the actual courtroom, they are relaxed, and that anxiety of coming to court is not necessarily there.
There are plans to roll out this pilot project to sexual offences and children's courts countrywide.
It is actually necessary because of the warmth, the friendliness, and it's conducive to all children.
Yeah, that looks great.